Today, we're diving into a really profound idea, something that connects every single one of us, no matter where we're from. And we're going to kick things off with a quote that just perfectly sets the stage. Just let that sink in for a moment. A language that doesn't need any translation. One that's understood not just by people, but maybe, just maybe, by the universe itself. Okay, let's get into it.
So if music is this universal language, where does it even begin? Well, it all starts with a foundation that is, believe it or not, shockingly simple and consistent all over the globe. That's it. 7, just 7 notes. It doesn't matter if you're listening to an ancient Tamil pan or the latest pop song on the radio. The building blocks, they're exactly the same. All the incredible complexity and beauty we hear, it all grows from these 7 simple sounds.
And this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? We have all these different names for them. Sa, Re, Ga, Ma in India. C, D, E, F in the West. Do, Re, Mi that so many of us learned as kids. But here's the thing. They're all pointing to the exact same frequencies, the very same vibrations. The names might change, but the music, it stays the same. All right, let's shift gears a little bit. We've talked philosophy, but now let's get physical. Because this universal language, well, it's not magic. It's actually grounded in the hard and fast laws of science and physics. You know, it all starts with a simple vibration. You strike something like a tuning fork, its atoms start vibrating like crazy. That makes the air around them vibrate, and that wave of vibration is what our ears pick up as sound. Every single note, from a basic saw to a super complex chord, is really just a precisely measured vibration.
And what's fascinating is that our own biology actually puts a limit on what we can hear. This specific range, from 20 to 20,000 hertz, that's it. That is the entire sonic canvas that's available to human ears.
But here's a mind bender for you. Just like there are colors our eyes can't see, like ultraviolet, there are countless sounds happening all around us right now that are totally silent to us. The universe is a way noisier place than we think. And we have proof. Just look at animals like bats, dolphins, and whales. They live and operate in these frequencies we can't even perceive. They use what we call sonar, sending out these super high-frequency sounds and then reading the echoes to basically see their world. They're total masters of a soundscape we can't even begin to imagine. So here's the big takeaway from all this science stuff. Music is the beautiful human art of taking this raw scientific phenomenon, vibration, and organizing it into patterns. Patterns that create emotion, that tell stories, and that build a bridge between all of us. Now that we've set that universal foundation, let's zoom way in. Let's look at one of the most sophisticated, ancient, and honestly breathtaking systems ever created to explore it. The world of Tamil music. 72. Just remember that number. That is the number of primary or parent scales, known as ragas, in the Melakarta system. Now, to put that into perspective, almost all of Western popular music is built on just 2 main scales, major and minor. The emotional and melodic toolbox here is just immense. And it gets even deeper. Each one of those 72 parent ragas can give birth to a whole bunch of child ragas. This creates this vast interconnected family tree of melodies. We're talking about a system with over 500 distinct melodic moods and colors to paint with. It's incredible. And this isn't just about notes on a scale. It's about the deep fusion of sound and word. In the Tamil tradition, music, literature, and drama, the Muttamil, they're seen as 3 sides of the same coin. Ancient poems weren't just randomly set to music later on. They were composed with a specific raga and a specific rhythm baked right in. The music was literally part of the poem's DNA.
This is where it becomes so powerful and practical. Ragas aren't just scales. They are basically prescriptions for emotion. A raga like Ananda Bhairavi is said to bring about a feeling of joy. Nati can actually help relieve stress. Kalyani is the perfect raga for bringing some energy to your morning. This is music as a tool for shaping your entire psychological state.
But you know, when you have a heritage that is this rich and this profound, it naturally brings up a pretty tough and poignant question about where it stands in the world today. This metaphor from our source material absolutely nails it. A huge comprehensive system like Tamil music, with its hundreds and hundreds of ragas, can easily absorb and understand the ideas from simpler musical systems. But it doesn't work the other way around. You just can't fit this giant universe of musical thought into a much smaller box. And this brings us to the central paradox, the real tragedy of the situation. The biggest threat to this incredible tradition isn't that outsiders don't appreciate it. The biggest risk is that it's being devalued by the very people whose heritage it is.
I mean, just think about the irony here for a second. Practices like yoga, meditation, breathwork, all born from the same deep intellectual traditions, are being embraced by millions around the world for their amazing benefits. And at the same time, this equally profound musical heritage is sometimes just brushed aside as old-fashioned by its own community.
So what's the path forward? Well, one really powerful idea is to bring this knowledge back to the very heart of the community. By offering free language and music classes in cultural hubs like temples, you can create a space where a whole new generation can connect with this incredible legacy. So, we'll end on this thought. Whether it's the simple vibration of a tuning fork, the deep call of a whale, or the intricate melody of a timeless raga, music is a fundamental force of nature. The real question for all of us is, how do we choose to listen to it, and what parts of it do we decide are worth passing on?